Thanks guys for tuning into my YouTube channel. I'm going to go over some tips and modifications I've done to this trailer here. I'm pretty proud of it. Here's a hint to the one right here, my most favorite piece. But there's a bunch of little things that I think living with these little economy trailers really improves with some simple modifications. So do me a favor, I'm just starting out. I'd like to get some likes, subscribe, click the buttons if you can, notifications, and I'll keep it going. I've got about 7 or 8 good videos, short and simple ones, some tips and tricks for living with utility trailers. And here we are. This is the tongue area here, and the first modification I'd recommend anyone doing is adding the tongue jack to it. It's excellent for when the trailer's parked. You can keep it level and unhooking it. It works real well for that. And there's some economy version of this. This is actually, I think, a better system. So this is the type with the welded pipe on there that goes on a swivel there. So what I really like about using this jack setup is not only is it an excellent tongue jack, but I took a piece of pipe, as you can see, and I welded it across the bottom here, all the way across the support on the trailer. So now I can attach that jack to that piece of pipe, and with the trailer connected to my truck, I can use that jack to jack up an axle to change a tire or address any other issue I have on the road. So that was my #1 modification I'd highly recommend. So it's an excellent feature there. The second modification I ended up having to do on this is adding these additional supports here. It just had the one-piece bar there, and I probably overworked it and overloaded it a few times, and I just found that adding those support really made the trailer pull a lot better and made it a lot more stable. So while you're modifying on the tongue, you can add some other things. You know, maybe you do it all at once. You can add the handle that we did here. You can add the pipe welded plug there. You can add even these hangers for the hooks there. While you're at it, you might as well add this box. So I chose this box for a specific reason. You know, this box is watertight. Dimensionally, it worked well where I could darn near jackknife the truck and not have to worry about coming into contact with things. So the box is great. I load it up with things that I use for the trailer and also may need in the case of a flat tire. There's a tire iron in there, and we obviously know the jack system we have here. So that's excellent as well. So let's hook this up and get a sense of what's going on here. This jack can go 90 degrees here. There we go with that. Come over here, grab this, hook it that side there. Come over to here, and there's a hint to my next modification. Absolutely love the Pro Plug system. Rather than have a wire dangling or out in the weather, I can take my Pro Plug setup here, simply plug into this there, bring it up into my truck, and that is the way the system works there. Excellent for wiring on the trailer, subcomponent of maybe trailer wiring and or tongue modifications. That's something I really like. As mentioned before, we added a spare tire on this side. I got the spare tire because when it came time to replace the tires, I just bought new rims and tires loaded from the Tractor Supply. Got another mount over on that side there that I have the tire, I just haven't mounted up yet. So we did something here. We put the system on the back there. These trailer gates are notoriously weak, I found, and I've reinforced this one. I actually built it from scratch, and it works real well, but it got heavy, and so I came up with the gate assist. I know there's a bunch of homemade versions out there. This one really worked well for me. I liked how it was easy to unhook if I want to roll with the gate, fold it forward, or reattach. So I saw the value in it. I bought the name brand unit. I'm happy with it. It's real easy to do this here. I simply pull the pin out, and we got here, and it lowers down nicely. So that's what we've got going on there. The spring assist on the gate. You can see LED tail lights. I broke off the original ones. I put these new light boxes on there. I think they're a modification worth doing. I would really encourage you, if you have to replace them because you broke them, go with something metal like that with the box. It held up a lot better. I added one on this side. Here's my pro tip. I lost my license plate, so I ended up tethering it, so to speak. I added the bolt right here, right through the plate, because it previously broke up here, and I don't know where it ended up, but now I'm at least retaining it a second way, and so far so good. So there we have it. These are the 5 tips that I'd recommend, them being the tongue jack, modifications to the tongue, the trailer box, the spare tire, LED wiring, and reinforcing the tailgate. For those who are interested, as a bonus feature, something I did that isn't for everybody, but there's a bit of a hint to it here. I increased the spring capacity by getting rid of the 1,000-pound springs and putting 2,600-pound springs on there. You think it'd be stiff? Surprisingly, it works really well. Certainly is an improvement over the 1,000-pound springs. So there we have it. I'm probably going to have 5 videos, maybe a 6th one on the spring mod. And if I was to do a 7th, I'd probably oversize the wheel bearings on the axles. But I've yet to do that, so we'll see what happens.